Hello, hello. Hope everybody is having a great day. Today, I'm going to be telling the story of me getting blackout drunk at a McDonald's in the middle of the day during the school week. Now, this story was on a Friday, so I was looking for a little Friday fun. My friends were hoping I could go out as well. So, me, Bobby from the last video, and another friend, good friend of mine, I'm going to go with Rob for this video. We decided to meet up. Now, I was already with Rob because we went to school together. And, this was at high school. And I didn't have any off periods this day. And I didn't want to go out after school. My parents probably didn't want me out after school either, so we decided we were going to have to ditch if we were going to hang out. So I was already out of my class because I wanted to see my friends, and I had the B lunch on this day. So I would have my lunch later than most people, but I didn't like that, so I would take A lunch anyways and normally show up to class 30 to 45 minutes late. Sometimes I wouldn't show up at all. I would say I maybe showed up maybe 12 times total. And that's a stretch to that class that entire semester. Now, this was my U.S. history class. That teacher didn't really like me. I didn't like that teacher. So I said, hey, no harm in ditching another day. And I had been in over a week by now, so I didn't really care. And Bobby was actually in the area at this time, and he hit me up. He had just been done at the gym, and he was like, hey, do you want to hang out? I was like, yeah, sure. I'm already out of class. And I'm with Rob here. He was like, oh, what's up? And we decided that we would meet up about halfway. We were maybe 10 minutes apart, and me and Rob started the journey over to Bobby. Now, from the looks of it, what I think Bobby wanted to do was a little drinking, probably a little smoking as well. We like getting crossed. But I wasn't really feeling the smoking today. I was more into the drinking. I was more of the alcoholic type. So we decided that with my fake ID that I had, because at the time I had a fake ID, so I would be able to go into stores and just get whatever I wanted, really, as long as it wasn't like a King Soopers or a main store, because they are a lot more strict about that. So I I went with Rob and Bobby. We went over to the local liquor store and we decided, hey, let's get a little vodka. Loved a little bit of vodka. Vodka night, no mixers. We had no mixers, but there was a little store nearby us. And we didn't have really any money other than what we were paying for the alcohol. So after we met up, we of course dabbed each other up. We walked over to the nearest gas station because we wanted some nicotine. We wanted some ciggies to be specific. So we went into the nearest gas station with my fake. Bought a little pack of Marlboro Golds, of course. That was the go-to when I was with people I didn't know their cig choice. I mean, it's not my go-to, but a lot of people enjoy that. So got some Marlboro Gold, started sparking up. We went, to a McDonald's and got some water because we were a little thirsty. We were just smoking cigs outside of McDonald's. Saw a couple friends, but we decided, yeah, we need to spice up today. Let's go get some alcohol. So we went to the liquor store, and I used my homie Bobby's Google Pay, or not Google Pay, sorry, Apple Pay, and I used my ID, and we got a little bit of vodka. My favorite brand is, of course, Amsterdam. Now, a lot of people go with Tito's. I like Tito's myself, but that was my first time trying that vodka, and I have to say, it's probably my favorite. So, I wanted to experiment, so I grabbed that. It was about, I want to say, $23 for a big ass handle. It was a goddamn steal for us. I mean, we were young, so 23 a bottle is still awesome. Like, that's liquor store price. We were used to paying a lot extra because we would have to buy off other people. But now that we looked older, we were able to go in there. I had my ID. We were able to just get whatever we wanted. I mean, of course, I was the only one that was able to go in there, but I got it. A guy was pretty chill with me, and yeah, so I got what I needed. I walked out and we started pouring up. Now, we of course didn't have anything to mix with, so at the time we were just sipping from the bottle. And we were like, man, this sucks. I mean, it's good vodka. We could taste it, but man, Bobby really wanted some mixers. So we decided to hit the local store next to us. It was right next to that liquor store, actually. So we walked in and just, I mean, we were a little drunk already. Bobby was a little bit high. So we went in, and for some reason, the only thing we could think to use as mixers was Monster and Red Bull. I have no idea why, but that was what came to mind. That was the choice for that day. So we grabbed our Red Bull and Monster, and we didn't really have any money left, so just pretended we didn't pay for anything. It's fine, all good and dandy. They didn't know. And then we started just pouring up. I mean, we drank about half the cans each, and then poured up the rest with vodka. So it was pretty strong. And I mean, it didn't go down any easier than you might think. I'm gonna tell you right now, Red Bull and vodka and Monster and vodka, those are not a good combo. I promise you. Stray away from that. That was the worst choice we could have picked. But hey, we just wanted to get drunk. We weren't looking for a good time. We weren't looking for something that would go down easy. We were looking for something that would fuck us up. So we pour up, and then we start walking over to the McDonald's. Now, of course, this is where things start to get a little fuzzy for me, but I still remembered most of it. So I walked in, and I don't know, I was sipping out the bottle as we walked in, and this McDonald's, of course, had a play place, and that was what we really wanted there. We really wanted to take a little ride on the play place, go up the slide maybe, get a little drunk in the play place. Now, what we ended up doing was just sitting at the table for a bit to chat, maybe trying each other's drinks, because, we all mix differently. All got different flavors of energy drink to mix with our vodka. And now I had already finished my can. I was already pretty fucked up. But I wanted more, because I'm a goddamn it alcoholic, and I'm proud of it. So I decided to bring the bottle and my can into the bathroom at the McDonald's. And I went into the stall, and I pulled out the bottle, grabbed my can, and let me tell you, it was not pretty. I was already drunk, and I was trying to pour this big-ass handle into a small can. Like, I had a Monster can. That shit was not working. It went all over the floor. My drunk ass just didn't care. I was like, yeah, they won't notice. It's fine. They'll just think that someone had a little hand sanitizer spill. But I poured up probably 3/4 of the can with straight vodka, because I was so drunk it was starting to taste sweet to me. A little saying in our group is, if the alk isn't tasting sweet, then you're not drunk enough. So we I poured up, got a little sip done. It did not go down too easy, but it was fire vodka, so I didn't really care. So I came back out with the fucking floor messy as hell, offered a sip to two different other kids that I'd never seen in my life, but of course you have to help the homies out too. Gotta offer the vodka drink to some two random kids in the McDonald's. Nothing could go wrong. So we were, getting drunk. Me, Bobby, and Rob were all getting pretty fucked up. And we decided, yeah, now that we're all drunk enough, let's go to the play place and act like we're little kids, because we felt like it for real, bro. It was fucking crazy. But we went into that play place. We climbed up the slide, because me and Rob, we led the way. We were too drunk to find the stairs. So we went up the slide. Thank God no kids were coming down the slide at that time. We would have been fucked. We were fucking reeking of vodka. It was so bad. We were maybe up there for like 15 seconds before we got kicked out of that bitch. It was like maybe 12 p.m., 1 p.m. tops. Just middle of the day on a weekday. There were only moms and their little kids in that McDonald's play place, and we were just high schoolers in a play place crawling up the slide drunk. It was a little bit, out of place. It wasn't the best time to do it, but it was fun nonetheless. And we were pretty loud, but we got our fun out of it, and then we had to leave. Brought everything, and now it was time for the hike back. Because like I said, this was a school day, so I had to go back at some point. My school ended at 3:30, and I had already missed a lot of class. I have missed 2 classes at this point, and my other one, my last period class, was like almost halfway done. It was getting pretty bad. I mean, I was in my lunch, but the lunch was over by the time I was only halfway back to the school. So, me, Rob, and Bobby just kept walking, and we eventually got to Bobby's house because it was on the way. And he didn't actually go to our school. So, we waved goodbye, we poured up some more, He maybe did a couple somersaults in the grass in the middle of the neighborhood, and I might have laid on the sidewalk a bit, but it's okay. I mean, that's normal. Not really for our area, but for us. Not really out of the ordinary for us. So after that whole exchange, I dabbed him up. I slid him the bottle because he paid for it, and Bobby was on his way. And me and Rob were just walking on our own. We were probably the most shit-faced, I want to say, because we just kept pouring up. We were matching each other pretty well. I mean, Bobby was fucked, but he was also crossed. Like, he was gone. But me and Rob were, like, drunk as fuck. So we were walking back, sparking a cig. I couldn't even spark the cig myself. I had to have Rob help me out with this one, because I could not handle myself. I mean, we were walking back. I remembered the way, but we definitely took a couple wrong turns, because I didn't know where I was going. Now, we eventually made it back to the school, and by the time we got back, it was already over. So we had to take the bus back, because I didn't have my car at this point. My parents had taken it, because I was, being an idiot. I was doing some dumb shenanigans. But, yeah, we got on the bus. I was, like, screaming that I loved vodka, and I was, like, I was drinking the fuck out of that can. I finished that can so fast. I was already done with it, but then I pulled out the cigs, and I was going to light one on the bus before my friend stopped me. And we got off, and I got home. Now, the worst part came when I went home. Now, my parents could smell it, but I denied it. I was like, nah, I'm sober. And I went into the bath, take a drunk bath, and I was so blackout drunk that I started throwing up in the bath while I was in it. It was not a good time. They for sure knew, and they just let me be drunk as fuck in my bed, and I went to sleep. Now, moral of the story is to watch your damn limits. I mean, I got caught so fast, and this story was actually the one that got me sent to rehab. So just be careful with what you're doing, and if you're gonna have a good Friday, just be careful. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.